And this is my last word review on the Samsung Chromebook 3. This is a fantastic Chromebook. Now, you're going to need 2 fingers to open it up. You're going to need 2 hands to open it up. Fine Chromebook. Gorgeous. Now, let's take a look. Grippy. Not so grippy at the bottom, but grippy at the top. You can see down here they got 4 feet. Makes the Chromebook stay planted. You got 2 speakers on the side here at the bottom, so they may get muffled at times depending on how you use your Chromebook, but nice. Samsung logo right here, prominent Chrome logo. Awesome. Now 2 fingers to open it up, and you're greeted by a 1366 by 768 screen. And let me say, guys, the screen is on point. Definite good screen. Now, yeah, we should be at 1080p with all these Chromebooks, but Samsung wanted to make a budget version, and they put a very good punchy screen. I'm not crying for a 1080p while I'm using this Chromebook. So, very good. It gets very bright, which is good. And you can manage to use this with under 50% brightness, which is good. Now, when we go into the keyboard, very fine keyboard, very clicky, not too noisy at all. You can use this at night, you can use this at bed. You don't have to worry about waking no one up. The keyboard, very silent, nice keyboard. So the keyboard is on point. I like the jump back on the keyboard. It's a quiet keyboard. The keys, everything is fine for a Chromebook. It's awesome. Awesome keyboard. Now, when it comes to the trackpad, you guys know I'm very finicky about trackpads. Now, the trackpad, you hear that roughness on the side? Awesome. Feels great. Trackpad, a little less, which is nice because I like a little feel on my trackpad. So it's very smooth. You can click it. Nice jump back when you click it. If you tap it, it feels very good when you tap it. Very good trackpad. Very good trackpad. I love it. These are one of the selling points when I looking for a Chromebook. I want a nice keyboard that I can click by just tapping. Now, a lot of people who like to press, if you like to press, this is a very good keyboard trackpad combination because the trackpad doesn't wobble. When you press it, it jumps back real good. So the combination of the screen, keyboard, trackpad is definitely on point. Now, Samsung has decided to finally go with the Intel processor. And let me say, guys, they did a good job going with the Intel processor. Now, they went with the N3050, which is not the fastest sell-around processor, but it's definitely not the slowest. It runs so we got very good. 8320 with the Dell, 7724 with the Samsung. Not bad. I still recommend both of these Chromebooks. Added 4 gigs of RAM makes it even better. So I would say skip the 2 gig of RAM version. Don't try to skimp on price when it comes to RAM. Get 4 gigs of RAM. I say every Chromebook should come with 4 gigs of RAM, period. This is on point. This Chromebook, I love it. Now, let's go into the sound of the speakers, and let's go into the picture as well. Alright, so if you're doing a business presentation and you need people to hear the speakers, and you might be in a coffee shop or something like that, you're not going to be able to have a proper presentation because people are not going to hear these speakers through background noise.
Complications of high blood pressure can result in the brain with strokes, in the eyes with blindness, in the heart with heart attacks.
Now you guys are hearing it pretty good. It sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty fine, but there's an issue. It doesn't sound like how you would expect it to sound. All right, the sound here is a little bit picked up. Let's go put up the brightness. You guys can see it can get pretty bright. So the screen is on point. The speakers, trust me guys, the speakers are a little lackluster, especially coming from the bottom, even though it sounds a little bit louder with this video. But they're adequate. They're adequate for laptop, but you're not getting no big, huge sound with this particular Chromebook. Now, when it comes to the battery life, Samsung quotes it to be 11 hours of battery life. But guys, I can honestly say you're not going to get 11 hours of battery life with this Chromebook. I would say if you keep, let's go over this properly. If you keep brightness about below half, and you're doing a lot more web surfing than watching video, and you're not doing no big time editing or anything like that, you're not doing anything too complicated, but you're just surfing the web, yeah, you probably can stretch it to maybe 10-11 hours. Yeah, probably. Maybe you have to keep the brightness even lower. But if you're keeping the brightness about medium or a little bit higher than medium, and you're doing a lot of video, you're watching Netflix or whatever it is, even with mixed usage, I would say 8 hours, and 8 hours of battery life is plenty. So this is a definite pass. So if you're looking for a Chromebook and you don't want to break the bank, this is a fantastic Chromebook to get. So let's go over some stuff. So we said battery life is on point. We said the processor is definitely on point, but you got to get the 4 gigs of RAM. Trackpad, definitely one of the best trackpads you'll ever feel. Keyboard is definitely a great keyboard. I love the keyboard. When it comes to the screen, for a 1366 by 768, it's definite pass. Good color representation. I like the screen. It is not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. Now, the bezel, I forgot to say the bezel got some roughness to it as well. Don't know why. It adds a little bit. Now, the last thing I need to cover is the webcam. The webcam is a 480p webcam, not HD, but it's a very good webcam. I have no issues with it. So, Samsung, you did a great job with this Samsung Chromebook 3. Samsung kept it simple. Samsung kept it affordable. Samsung kept it thin. This is a very great Chromebook for the price. So pretty much with that, that's the end of this review. This is my last word review on the Samsung Chromebook 3. Definitely get this. This is on point. Now, guys, if you're looking for a business opportunity, if you're looking to help make money for yourself and at the same time save some lives, that's what we're doing. Tech for Networkers. We're saving lives while helping people. It's fantastic. So I'm gonna give you guys a little clip of my business opportunity you guys can check out, and we'll see you in the next one.
The nation is in the worst recession in decades, but as Americans have less money to spend, brand name drug prices are up, way up.
We're starting to see evidence of arteries, for example, thickening of arteries in 8-year-olds. That's similar to what we used to see in 45-year-olds. 2/3 of American adults are seriously overweight or obese. That's a 150% increase in just the last 30 years.